I've now marked, where are we up to? About 660 papers. And I want to just do a very quick video for you this morning. I've decided to do all these videos in the morning because it is 100 times easier than trying to set up any kind of lights, shifting around lamps just to make the video look half decent. I don't know why I didn't think of this years ago. So I want to talk to you about something really small but super specific today. And it is the wording that, that is so important between the words contrast and compare. Okay, and sometimes I know that they use both. They'll actually say compare and contrast, and that's fine because I'm going to explain to you how they work together. The important part being in terms of this question, where it says in the Qs, the little instructions that go with item 11, this happens a lot in QCS. I know that they don't use these little like hints as much in other exams, but you can sometimes see them in other parts. They just don't put them next to the response space, okay? It says, refer to the significance of the title and factors such as contrast and symbolism. Now, first of all, symbolism, I want to make that clear. Where I've been talking about analysis in the last couple of videos, symbolism, anything that mentions symbolism, it's analysis, right? And I know that so many students will be all over that. So just wanted to just retouch on that quickly. But it says contrast. Now, contrast only means differences. Contrast only means differences. So anywhere where a student has written about similarities, like for example, the structure shows a child on a horse and there's a horse in one of the other statues, they don't get any credit for that unless they're making another point that does tie into one of the factors that's required. But if a command, and it doesn't say this in this question, but I know that this comes up so much across lots of different styles of questions and subjects, so I want to make it clear. If a command or the wording of a question says compare, compare means similarities and differences. So this is really nitty-gritty stuff, but it's not hard. It's not hard, is it, to identify similarities and differences in especially like visual stuff, images. But so many students are missing out because they're using contrast as a comparison and identifying a similarity. And it's not wrong, it just means they're not getting any credit for that writing, and they're potentially missing out on marks or credit that they could be getting if they'd have worded it right or knew the real meaning of that word and picked out a difference rather than a similarity. So, a super quick video for this week and today. I'll be making one more when we go to referee marking. So we're going to be going to referee marking next, and that means that every paper gets marked twice, and if there is a discrepancy between marks for any particular question, it goes to a third round of marking. So they pick out the markers that have been, most accurate. They track all of our marking, which is great news for students. Like it's really rigorous. Markers that have been super accurate and marked to a decent time frame, we go through to referee marking. So we're going to be doing that next, and it's always really interesting. And I always have made a video about referee marking because it's interesting to see the scripts that students completed papers in exam speak scripts. It's interesting to see the scripts that come through for referee marking because they're the ones that mean examiners have found it tricky to mark and they've ended up giving it 2 different marks across 2 different markers. And this is where, therefore, I always go, students could be missing out on marks. Like, let's imagine they did this in school in an end-of-year exam and it's only getting marked once. They could easily be missing out on marks just because they haven't put something across clearly, or their writing or their structure of their answer isn't clear or concise, or they've sort of hidden some credit in amongst something else, and it's not always easy for markers to see or pull out. So I will definitely be talking about that, but until then, for now, I want you to be super aware of those differences between the words contrast and compare. Okay, that's it from me for now. I'll see you very soon. Bye.